All right, now let's go to the user model and create an identifier. So it's just a short code. So inside the user model here, after this toMap method, let's create the override of an identifier. Okay, so we're gonna say at let's say at override like that, and then let's get a bool operator. It's going to be, I know Copilot is going to finish this up. So now it's checking, it's doing for a lot. We just want to identify the UID. Okay, so right now I'm just going to click tab, but I don't need to check all of this. It's just the UID because we know the UID is unique. Okay, so this is going to be like this, and then next let's remove everything that Copilot has done here. We just want to identify the UID, so let's remove that up to there. Then here let's do and other dot UID is equals to UID. Now we are only comparing the UID. Okay, so then after this, down here we need to say again another override at override and then int. So okay, we don't want to get all of this, is just one that we have created. So we're going to click tab and then remove everything and only get that's only the UID, just like that. So everything now we are going to be identifying the other one against the other one. We know now we are going to be knowing the difference here. Okay, so once that we have done this identifier, we can come back here, come out of here, and then now hot reload again, and then click here to get inside there. If we check now, we can see that it's ticked because we are the admin. Okay, great. So it was just this small code here. Now we can identify and check everything. Okay, so also you know that here we don't want to say the name if it's us, so that is also just a simple thing that you guys already know how to do. Let's close this, and then where else? So we are in group settings screen, and then in the friend here, and then this list that where is the list view? In the list view here where we are showing the name, where is that name? This name. Okay, so here if we want to show, we don't want to show this, we just need to compare this friend that is coming. If it is us, we just want to compare that with our UID, then we're going to show the UID. So what we're going to do here is going to say final name, and then here first of all let's just get the UID, not the name, and then here we'll get the UID. Then we're just gonna check if so what we'll do is now we will say final name. Here we're just gonna check if UID, okay, it's not actually, yeah, it's actually here. If UID, we don't want to compare. If UID is equal to friend.UID, we want to say you. I also want to say that name. Now here we just want to print that name like that. So now let's close it and then hot reload. If we click here, it's going to say you. Okay, so that's about it. You can see that the group, everything is working here. It's just the same. Now it's universal. Now the function that we want to change is when we get inside here, and then we want to say approve new members. Okay, now here new members will be added only after admin approves. Okay, so what we'll do is even this one, let's click it. Let's set it on so that we test how it works. Now if this new member comes, we want when they click here, we first use this because it's on, request incoming members to join the group before viewing the content. Okay, so now we know that it's not set here. We need to set that function. Okay, so to do that we need to go where we are showing this. Okay, so first of all, right now it's in the public group. So what we'll do is let's close the group settings screen. We're done there. And then this media and settings, we will get back to it when we need it. This will get back to it. This, and then public group here. So in the public group here on the list view, when you click, that's when you navigate. So here we need to check the group settings. Okay, so here first of all, check if it's admin. Okay, because if it's admin, then you don't need to ask him anything. They just need to get inside. Or we don't even need to check if it's admin. We just need to check if he's a group member, then he can get in. Okay, so check if it's a group member. Okay, so let's see. So this is our Copilot will check. So if group model.group member is UID contains the ID, we will just let you get inside. Okay, if you're a group member. And then so here we'll do if you're a group member, we'll get you inside. And then now here we'll check the group settings. Okay, so this is for the admin and the group member, they will just get inside. Next, check if group, no, we don't need to check if it's public. What we want to check is let's minimize, is this setting. Check if request to join is on. Okay, check if request to join, if request to join settings is enabled. Okay, group model what is it called, the request to join. So if this is true, then you are not a group member. We want to show you now a dialogue. Okay, so we want to show show animated dialogue to request user to join. So let's just let Copilot do it. Okay, it's not doing it, so let's show my animated dialogue. Okay, so let's see, show that. So title, let's let Copilot do it. Request to join. Content, do you want to send a request to join? So here, to view this group, you need, let's just tell him what we told them here. Okay, what did you say? To join the group before viewing the group content. So you need to join, you need to send a request to join before you view this content. So you need to request to join this group before you send, before you can let's say we can view the group content. Okay, the group content, let's just say that. Okay, like that. And then text action here, let's say request to join. And then here we have a value, then we are going to send. Okay, so send request to join. Now let's comment this. So now if this is on, we are going to send the request, and then this approved member, it will be depending for the group. Okay, so now that's all. This other one, it won't get up to here. Okay, first it will just check. Okay, now also what is going to happen if this is on, if you send the request, you have to wait until they approve you. Okay, so once the request is done, you are going to show the snack bar here. Okay, show snack bar which says request sent. All right, so if this means that if value is true, okay, if value is true, that's when we are going to do this. Okay, great. So now these settings are on. Let's come back and then let's hot reload and then see if that same thing will happen to this user. So we need to run this application on this phone as well so that it has the latest code. Okay, so let's click yes. Let's wait for it to load. Alright, it has started. I have no idea why the theme has changed here. Okay, so okay, let's change it back. We want this to be the dark theme, and then now let's go to public. Let's try to click here. You can see that request to join. You need to request to join this group before you can view the group content. Okay, so if you request to join, we are going to say that message that we have sent here. So you can see that the group settings are working. Okay, if this was off, this member would have just gotten inside the group. Okay, so now we want to test other setting, because before we join them, let's test other setting. Let's turn this off. Now this side, new members will be added only after admin's approval. Okay, so now that this is off, you can get inside, but you are not a member of this group. Okay, so I don't know why it's not responding. Let's bring it up. Okay, so we did not. Okay, so it says if you are a member, you will get in. If this, we did not put the option if you are not there. Okay, so in the end, you need to, if none of these, then you just need to get in. Okay, so okay, we need to put this in the else of if you are the member, or just down here. Down here we just need to get in. Okay, yeah, so if you are a member, it will just take you in, and then if so, okay, in short, we don't need this. Okay, let's cut it. Looks like we are doing unnecessary checks here. We just need to check the settings if request to join is on. No, actually this we need that. We don't need to check this if you are a member. Okay, if you are a member, you are just going to get in, and then the next we're going to check request to join. If this is not on, we're just gonna go in. Okay, so let's hot reload. We need that those first checks. So now that this is off, we should be able to get in. Okay, you can see that we are getting inside the group, but we're not a group member. Okay, so now the other thing that we need to do is, if you are not a group member, let's not allow you to send a message. Okay, so we are getting there right now. We are dealing on here. Okay, you can see that you have seen all the messages. Now you don't have any unseen message. Okay, so now let's we did not send any request, that's why here we have nothing. Okay, so if we go to the group settings here, let's also see if this is on, then even if when you send the group request, you won't be able to get inside this group. Okay, so let's deal with this. So first we have dealt with this. If the request to join is on, it's going to ask you. Now if this is off and then this is on, approve new members, even if you are in the awaiting group there, you need to wait for this to be, I mean, you need to be a group member. That's when you are going to be to get in the group. Okay, so in other ways is that when this setting is on, you can't even get in the group to see what is there. Okay, but when it's off, you can check what's in the group even before approval. Okay, but now when this is on and this is off, you can get inside. Okay, but when this is on and this is on again, you can't even get inside. Okay, so when this is off, this is on, you can get inside, but you can't send a message until the member approves you. Okay, now if both of these are off, you can get in any group, and then you can also send a message. Okay, great. So here we need to add another one more check before we check the request. We also need to check if you have already sent a friend request. Okay, so if group provider the request to join is on, we need to check if you have already sent a friend request. Okay, so let's minimize and move it here. So first check if you have already sent a request. Okay, check if user already sent a request. Okay, so we're going to check if group model awaiting approval UID contains UID, then you have already sent a request. Okay, so here again we're just going to return. Okay, so shows like request already sent, return, else we are going to do that. Okay, and then that's it. Now so we need to check. Okay, yeah, if this is off, we're just gonna go ahead and get inside the screen. Now we shouldn't get inside if this is off, we're just gonna go ahead and get inside the screen. Now inside the screen there, that's when we will check for this setting. Okay, great. So this is all the checks that we can check here. You guys can do more checks. Just check the settings here. Maybe in your application you have even done more settings here. So that's it on checking on these when we want to allow the user to view the messages. Okay.